The other people, respectively, the number of your country takes care of the rest of them. But these are for international donors, people in Spain, Italy, Czechs, whatever. They have their own, and that's what takes. Our leader was on the air yesterday, and you heard him. You heard what he said. For most of us that are deaf, due to shortness of time, I just can't afford to play all of it, because the women, I know that it was on before I came, but you most of us are ignorant. He stressed upon our inability to reason, use our common sense. We do not use our common sense. We do not. And I don't see how somebody can continue to oppress you, and you just can understand. Let me give you an example of the breaking news. This came on just a few minutes ago, back through Vanguard. But it's not our news. So it's just an example of people who are determined. When people are determined, you can't stop them. This is a Taliban exploding bomb, killing governor and 7 others. They are determined. Anything that gets in their way, they remove. They are focused. I am equating this to Britain. Britain exited EU. They are determined. They put it to referendum, and people voted. People expressed their feelings. Why did they want to exit EU? Why is it important that they must exit EU? Their interest, the interest of the Brits, the populace, is paramount. It's important. They look after their own. Do you look after your own? Or do you want somebody to continue to dominate you, to reign over you, because you feel you don't have the sense to stay on your own? You feel you don't have the capability of determining your future. Therefore, you have to wait for Britain to tell you when to wake up, when to go to bed, when to vote, who to vote for, when not to vote, who not to vote for. And your resources they are acquiring rapidly to sustain themselves, and you are living wretchedly without having enough to eat, hand to mouth. Our problem is our problem. The Yorubas, the Oduduwas, the Middle Belt, Biafrans, we are deceiving ourselves. We don't have the guts to do what's needful. The little thing we are looking at is the one our leader Mazi has single-handedly pioneered, championed. And you see, we want to say our mind. And we are saying our mind through our leader Mazi. we said dissolve that lie, Nigeria. Dissolve it. It is not true. It's built on lies. Is it wrong? No. You're seeing the evidence every day. If the Yoruba stand still and say, dissolve this nonsense, and they stand firm, and the Middle Belt say, dissolve this nonsense, and they stand firm, and then they actually do it, Britain has no say. Britain cannot tell you and come to do and say, you're not going to leave that thing I put together there. But if you oblige, if your weakness for the white man, the softness they use in deceiving your great grandfathers and your grandfathers, if you still hold that notion up till today, you are not going anywhere, and your grave is getting closer and closer. That which you enjoy and you don't see the danger in it will eventually get the best of you. And it is. Don't call Britain. We've called them enough. If they can decide what they want to do, if they can decide their future, stand and say, this is what's best for us. Why can't you stand and say, this is what's best for us? Or do us? To hell with one Nigeria. The otherwise, do what's best for your people. Middle Belt, do what's best for your people. Biafrans, we want what's best for us. But the angering aspect of it is that you have people, the tools, the agents they use, that are your own very people, fight against your wishes so that you'll continue to remain slave. Why? Because of money. Your cry for money. Your cry for evil money. And at the end of the day, no matter how much you accumulated, it's just like a second. You don't even remember you existed. You don't even remember you have money. You don't even remember you're out from the earth. It is your people, your relatives, that will start shedding tears. Oh, he is gone. Oh, he is gone. Rest in peace. Why can't we make do of what we have? Why can't we pay attention and be nice to our own people? Greed, hatred, jealousy dominates. And those that have mastered us, dissected us, know how they can get the best of us. And they are using it. And those that say they're educated are worsening the issue. They cannot use their intellect they acquired, the intelligence they acquired, everything they have acquired, to duplicate what they learned. No, instead they use it against their own people, against all odds. We continue to blame Britain. Yes, Britain did a lot of ugly things, and they are still doing it. But due to short of time, I will reserve it. Reserve certain things I got to say. We black people must stand and search our souls and examine our brains if we are actually utilizing it to our best potential. We are too good working against our progress. We are too good working against our future because our love for anything foreign, for our love when it comes to white people, even our culture imported, but your own you discard. They see your culture, they take it, they steal it, and they make money with your culture. You that is African, you that is Biafran, you pay money in Britain, in the museum, to see your culture. Isn't that laughable? Isn't that laughable? You value nothing. That shows you that you have come to the point where you yourself regard yourself as unworthy, as useless, and cannot determine your future, and cannot determine what happens around you and your children unless the order comes from abroad. When are we going to wake up? When are we going to be proud of ourselves? These are the things we must look at very, very seriously. When we mention all these things, we go back and say, where are the ways by which we missed the mark? We missed the target. Which ways did we take? And you see, there are many. Is it that we are incapable of doing anything? No, we are capable. If you are exhibiting inferiority complex, how come there are many of us that can march toe to toe, hand in hand with the whites? If that is the case, then why are you inferior? Why do you act like you are inferior? Why do you fail to take pride in your accomplishments? Duplicate it. Come home and tell your people this is the way it works. Even with your achievement, you still feel inferior. When they come, they tell you what to do, you do it. When your brother that has achieved the same tells you what to do, you turn around and say, why will you be the one to tell me? Then the question is, who is the one designated to come and tell you? Who? Who is the one that has been designated to tell you? If you cannot listen to your brother, if you cannot trust your brother, we created our own demise. We staged it and we carried it out. How can they trust you when you cannot trust your brother? How can they rely on you when you cannot rely on yourself? How can they recognize you when you don't recognize yourself? When you don't recognize your own existence, your own capabilities? That's where they draw their conclusions. That's where they determine what actions they will take against you. And the next time you start blaming them, you start saying, yes, they don't like you. Why will they like you when you don't like yourself? Why will they trust you when you don't trust yourself? Why will they trust you when you don't have confidence in yourself? Why will they trust you when you will stand and betray your brother, sell him out in a twinkle of an eye? And when we say it, you say we are full of hate. And then you turn around and see that person that hates you. You see that person that kills you, steal your things. That is the one you run to. That is the one you stay around and listen and welcome him to your household. Then why do you kill the snake? Why do you kill the lions? You should welcome them Bring them from the jungle into your room. But we always think we know. We know best. We know, but we know nothing. When are we going to be sincere to ourselves? The issue of Nigeria has been long overdue. We have failed to address it. Our land is land of resources. And each section, the north, the west, the east, the middle belt, they are all endowed with natural resources, and each capable of sustaining itself. Therefore, on what ground can we continue to say one Nigeria, but there is no love, there is no bond, there is nothing we can say this is what holds us together? We have failed to utilize that which we have to sustain ourselves, respect ourselves, and our dignity. Why? Because we've been held together by Britain. And that brings us back to the reason why can't we break the bond? Why can't we head home? If we are sincere to ourselves, let me read you this. British firm begins gold mining in Nigeria. They are the ones in charge of Shell. British Petroleum ravaged all the coastal lines. They are still milking us. The Paimasa project is located in central Nigeria, approximately 115 kilometers northwest of the capital city, Abuja. Now started, they are on. They are here. Good morning. Happy New Year and welcome.
Good morning, Mazi, Alozie.
Welcome. You ready?
Thank you, Mazi, Alozie. I think deliberately, Happy New Year, by the way. I think you're deliberately trying to make us because you know we are punctual. Yes, Mazi, Alozie.
I was wondering what happened to you. The line, your call wasn't coming through.
Oh, yes, I've called. I'm so ready.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes, sir. And I heard you talking, and I said, okay, Mazi, Alozie wants us to be late.
No.
For the first broadcast in 2021.
I know you're like punctual. That's why I was wondering why you're still not on the air. Okay.
Oh, no. We are here. Let me join with my sisters,
Okay.
and we will be on the air. Thank you very much, Mazi, Alozie.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Same to you. I'm meeting myself out. Nice. Over to you.
Thank you. Good morning, my sisters. Good morning, Mazi, Alozie. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you fellow Biafrans, friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom, listeners of Radio Biafra and IPOB worldwide. We, the women of IPOB, are saying Happy New Year to all of you. My name is Dr. Tina Eberichi. I am from Olu province of Biafra. We welcome you to our Saturday Women's Program today. And today is the second day of January of 2021. We're coming to you live from the United States of America on Radio Biafra USA, which transmits from Radio Biafra London, as well as IPOB Community Radio app. Our leader is the indomitable Mazi Kanu. He is the director of both Radio Biafra and Biafra Television. We owe him gratitude, honor, and loyalty. We must We must show him gratitude at all times. We also appreciate all our Radio Biafra personnel and the leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra. We thank you, wonderful men and women who support the freedom of your people. Brothers and sisters, I am joined this morning by two of my sisters. I will let them introduce themselves. We will pray and we'll get on to our program this morning. This morning I have Sister Akunne with me. Sister Akunne, would you please introduce yourself?
Yes. Happy New Year, Biafran people, Biafrans all over the world. Happy New Year. Friends of Biafrans, lovers of freedom. As we thank God for his infinite protection, unfailing guidance, and undeserved blessings in the year 2020, let us move forward with courage, patience, determination, sacrifice, and with absolute faith in Chukwuemeka. My name is Akunne. I'm from Owerri province. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sister Cecilia?
Good morning, my wonderful people of Biafra. Thank God we have entered 2021. We thank God for the life he's given us, for the good health and strength. We thank God for everything. He says in all things we should thank him. I just want to say the Lord has been so faithful. He's been to us. And I know he will lead us on. He will continue our miracles. My name is Professor from Umuahia, and I am here just to encourage you and to let you know that we are still here. Your brothers and sisters from United States. We are still strong. We are still here. Let's move on. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I will start with a word of prayer. Sister Cecilia, I think it's your phone that is noisy this morning. So make sure you have to mute it every time. Thank you. Thank you. And this morning we'll start with a prayer. The word of prayer is coming from Psalm 20. It's for Mazi, a prayer for the king in time of war. For the leader is Psalm of David. For you in time of distress, the name of the God of Jacob defend you. May God send you help from the temple, from Zion be your support. May God remember your every offering. Graciously accept your holocaust. Grant what is in your heart, fulfill your every plan. May we shout for joy at your victory. Raise the banner in the name of our God. The Lord grant your every prayer. Now I know victory is the anointing of the Lord. God will person again for the holy heaven with the strong people that brings victory. Some rely on chariots, others on horses, but we on the name of the Lord our God. They collapse and fall, but we stand strong and firm. Lord, grant victory to the King. Answer when we call upon you. Listen. Sister Victoria, please, I don't know what's going on with the reception, but if you would say a few more words of prayer, we'll get started. You nominate yourself.
You want me to pray?
Would you please just a few words?
Okay. Father, we thank you. We bless you. We give you the praise for this day. Thank you for bringing us to 2020. Thank you for bringing us into 2021. We have great hopes in you, Israel. You have never failed us, and so you will never fail us. Father, we present ourselves this morning. Use us to bless our brothers. Use us to take. Use us to
Definitely the noise is coming from your phone, and we would like you to put a headset on if you have a headset that you use so that you might minimize it. Our thing today is, of course, a Happy New Year to all of you. The New Year is the beginning. We are going to stand on the accomplishment of 2020 and that accomplishment in 2020, all the problems, the issues, we will see everything move on and accomplish great things as a pro-Biafra people, as IPOB members, and as people who are working hard to restore sanity in our land. The insanity that is taking place in our land right now. The people who are illiterate, and people who are supposed to protect them. In the name of Chukwuemeka, restoring sanity to our land. The new year will begin. To begin this year strong, and we're going to work as hard as we can and achieve Biafra in 2021. So our first topic is, who are the gatekeepers of our land? I want you to really think about this with us. Who are supposed to be the gatekeepers of our land, and who are really the gatekeepers of our land today? Mr. Kunle, would you please lead us off on this topic?
Yes, thank you for the opportunity. You know, normally there are some people who supposed to be the gatekeepers of our land who pretend to be, and they are always there and taking the position. Until today, you hear some people calling His Excellency. When I heard this, I don't know what to do to that person. You know, these people who occupy our land, that they are our governors, senators, whatever they call themselves. They are the one that's supposed to be the gatekeeper of our land today. But unfortunately, they failed us. Unfortunately, they failed us because they prefer serving the Fulani, their slave masters. Serving Fulani, the shoe shiners. These are the people who shine shoe for our own brothers and sisters, the Biafrans. They shine shoe. They are cow rearers, cow. They carry cow everywhere in the bush. These are the people, those who call themselves governors in our land, are serving. What shameful thing. You know, these people, they have disgraced us, every one of us. They have disgraced us. They have opened the door wide open for this, our enemies, to come and kill us. They come and kill, they come and rape, they kill, they even carry the dead body with them and cover up whatever they did so that nobody will know that something has happened. You know, our people have been going through this. These people, governors, we call them Fulani administrators. They invited people who are not even Nigerians to come into our land and claim Even they claim our lives now. We cannot do anything. They are the people that exist. The real owners of the land are neglected anyhow. You know? We are neglected. Today, I thank God. I thank God Chukwuemeka for the man called Mazi Nnamdi. I love that man, and I will continue to respect him all my life. He has done a wonderful job. I'm so grateful that he answered the call of Chukwuemeka to come and liberate his people. We Biafrans can even speak today, can talk, or can do anything because of this man. No? Because of him and the group he formed. Now, those people in the office taking the big position, eating the money to the citizens, and doing nothing for the people. So our people, the IBOP, funded by our own Dimasena Decano, is the people that is taking shame away from us, you know, taking shame from our eyes. They cannot even open our eyes to see the heavy bad things that is happening in that land. You know, they are the one today I can call the gatekeeper, our land, the land as its son. If we didn't have Nnamdi Kanu and form the IBOP, here we will be today. Eh? You see, the Biafra land is not burning. And today, how those formed by Onyendu are dragging these people away, and they're packing their luggage. I wish they pack it and go in peace or go in hell. You know, they can go anywhere they want to go. Most of the time, I tell my people, I do not blame them too much. I don't. I blame the evildoers of our land, those that that's the people I normally blame. Because anybody can come to your country and do anything. You don't say anything, they are coming back and do. They are coming continuously, coming. So, but when you react for the first, second time, they will say, yes, there are people in this place. That's why the IDOP have come, you know, the ENC network, the Eastern Security Network has come to stay. And Onyendu have made it and has come to stay. And today we can even talk, be glad that we have somebody. We have a leader. You know, we have a leader. I thank God for my leader. I thank God. May God protect him wherever he is, his family. Happy New Year to my leader. My leader, long life, prosperity. I wish you today and forever. So those people calling themselves administrators, full-on administrators, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. No road, nothing. Eh? You dress and you go in your car, mighty one. No, you don't care about other people's. Only care for your family. You are useless generation to come. Shame on you people. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Thank you, my sister.
Thank you very much. Sister Cecilia?
My wonderful people of Biafra, thank you again for staying with us this morning. We really appreciate you. We are looking at the gatekeepers. In the ancient days, cities were built in such a way that they had gates, real physical gates to get into the city. And when people come into the city or go out of the city, the people who sit at the gate, they monitor, they check, they assess who comes in and who goes out. And these people were very important people. They were the leaders of the community. It was at the gate that important decisions were taken. It was at the gate. The gate was a strategic place. It was a very important state. It was a very important place in those days, in those great cities. And there were the state authority. But today, when we talk about the gatekeepers, we look at our leaders. Even though we don't have that physical gate, our leaders are supposed to be the gatekeepers of our towns, the gatekeepers of our community, the gatekeepers of our country. And we look at the type of leaders we have today. Look at what is happening in our Biafra land. When we think about the governors, we think about the Ohanezes. We think about those people holding important positions who are supposed to be our gatekeepers. These people have sold their souls, their minds, their whole life. They've sold it in exchange for just little cash. They have sold their integrity. They don't have any more integrity. They have sold everything within them that makes them who they are supposed to be. They have sold them. They have given it away. And they've left the city gates open. Now that the city gates are open, you see people coming in from every corner. People coming in from the east, from the west, from the north, from the south. It's like you're building a big mansion and you have a gate man. And the gate man is sleeping. The gate man has gone away. The gate man is not doing what he's supposed to do. And he keeps the gates open. Anybody can come in at any time. This is now what we are experiencing in our country, Biafra. Our leaders have sold their consciences. There is no more person guarding our gate. Our gate is now left open, swung open for anything to come in. People are coming in from the Sahel. They are coming in from the Gambia. They are coming in from Mali. From all over the place coming in. What are they coming for? Because the gatesmen have sold their conscience. They are coming with their own different agenda. And we know that their agenda is not a good agenda. Their agenda is to kill, to steal, to destroy. In our own very eyes, in our land, we've seen people come in, climb over the wall with machetes, with axe. They break the door into people's houses and they kill. We've seen them walk around and rape women. We've seen and we've heard stories of them kidnapping people, taking them for ransom. They have done all sorts in our land. Ahead, because our gates have been left open. Our governors, you all have left our gates open, and the enemy has flushed into our land. They have taken over our land. They have taken over our forest. They have taken over our forest land. They have taken over things. They have taken over the blessing God has given us. They've taken it over. How can you be so heartless? How can you be so cowardly to desert your right-given place at the gate? You have decided it. Some of you have sold it. You've gotten some naira to take care of yourself or your family. That is desertion. You've deserted the land. You've deserted your post. My beloved people of Biafra, I just want to encourage you. The gate is left open, but we know that we are still able to defend ourselves. We cannot allow, because they've left our gates open ourselves for these enemies to come in. Use whatever you have in the house. Use whatever you can find to defend yourself and to defend your family. It has come to that point now where we have to defend ourselves. But thank God for the Eastern Network. Thank God for our security network. They are also there to help us. Let us do whatever we can to support them, because they are there. They are now the new gatekeepers. They are now our own gatekeepers. They are now those who have come to help us, to defend us, to fight for us. So let us help them. Let us defend them. Anything that will bring us, that will take us away from them, no, let us not allow it. Whether it be bribery, whether it be money, whatever it is, let us support our Eastern Security Network. They are there for us. They are our new gatekeepers. And I know they have volunteered. They have come with all of their heart. They have come with discipline. They have come with the tenacity. They are so undaunted. You cannot bribe them. They will do it, and they will do it well. Meanwhile, let us also continually defend ourselves. And I thank God for Mazi Kano. I bless the Lord. There is a woman I heard the other time calling him Chiziterem. When I heard that name, I said, wonderful. This man is really Chiziterem. It's the Lord that sent him to us to be our master gatekeeper. We have to do everything to support him. We have to do everything to stand behind him. Chiziterem, the Lord has blessed you. We are behind you. We are praying for you. We are encouraging you. Chiziterem, thank you. The Lord sent you, and thank you for answering the call. My Biafran people, we have great and wonderful men in our security who are now our gatekeepers. Pray, they will be there. They have come to stay, and I want us to support them. They are our new gatekeepers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let us all stand together, shoulder to shoulder, so that the enemy cannot pass through. Be strong, be very courageous. Amen.
You said very good. That's exactly where we want to go this morning. We want to go to call them by names, Biafra people. Lovers of freedom. Our governors are our problems. They're not. No longer can they keep our gates. Our senators are our problems. They no longer keep our gates. The representatives in government and in the socio-cultural, whatever they call themselves, the people who elect themselves, they're not our gatekeepers. Our agents in the villages have been bribed. They no longer keep our gates. The chiefs under them, they make anybody chief. One of my brothers called me and said, oh, if you just call them in the village, what they do is you send them 5,000 naira is even enough. They make you agent. People are provoked to the court. They no longer keep our gates. So, what we want you to know is that we have brand new gatekeepers in our Chiziterem, which is exactly what I have already called the Onyendu, as we had it from a lady on YouTube. That's a proper name. Chiziterem Onyendu, our leader, is the gatekeeper, master gatekeeper for our people today. And for a long time he has been, and we want all Biafrans to make sure to know this in your heart. If we don't have Chiziterem, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, we are gone as a people. Our race will be extinct, destroyed forever, and we will no longer be. Because of this man, we have hope that our race will continue. So let me call by name. We are blaming shaming Lawrence Ifeanyi Iguani of Enugu State. He is no longer the gatekeeper of the state. We are blaming and shaming Okezie Ikpeazu. He is the money of the state. We are blaming and shaming to the core of the state. He is not, has never been the president in that one. We are sharing it. We are sharing in a special way. Listen, everyone, we're shaming you in River State because you have abandoned your people, you're destroying your people, your own. That's special. Really, if you are not of Anambra State, you are no longer the gatekeeper of that state. And we want you to know that we will deal with you when the time comes, but you better step aside because and the Eastern Security Network is here to protect your people, my people. We are also, to some extent, and these people better take notice of what these other people are doing and distance themselves is take time. Farming, Okowa of Delta State. Man, you are not keeping the gate. Man up. We are blaming also the extent the governor of Biafra State, Daniel Gili. You, my dear, you better man up and start keeping the gate. The of course, River. Please stand up and keep the gate. Udom, Gabriel, Emmanuel of Akwa Ibom, man up, stand up, keep the gate. Now there are 3 others where Biafrans live in Kogi, Benue, and Edo State. We know that Benue is in big danger right now. Autumn. It's not real autumn. Stop and take that gate. Because there are running your people over, and I know that Biafrans in your midst. Move up and stand up. Godwin, in your something, let's see, of the state. Godwin, stand up and keep the gate. That's what you're elected to do. And the people do. Then Yahaya Adesha Bello of Kogi State. We know that they are already in your land trying to capture your people, killing your people all the time. Man. These are places where we have Biafra. We are not living with perhaps any one of our people. Let me tell you, like a leader said to on that during that interview, my leader said, you might want to leave your people in Togo, in the Republic, and all kinds of places. But we Biafrans, we are not. We are not comfortable to leave our people anywhere in the world. So, in Benue, in Edo, in Kogi, you people should stand up, keep that gate, and make sure that Biafrans are not destroyed in your land. Delta Biafra, we have the best of you, including people of River State. You are already sellouts. We are telling you, we are blaming you, we are shaming you, and we want you to stand aside and stand down so that the leaders can lead. Stand down. You cannot lead our chief victim is here. Now the camera is to do the needful like this. They are ready to do the needful. The security network is ready to do the needful. Stand aside. Stand aside. That's a warning, and he gave it to you yesterday. Stand aside if you get run over. Stand aside. Because we have waited for you for so long to protect the minds of our young, to protect the hearts of our young, to protect the intellect of our young, to protect the talents of our young, and you have destroyed it. You have destroyed everything that is good in a Biafra. And you send your children wherever you want to send them. And you destroy the future of our land. We're warning you and we're telling you, stand aside so that we can protect ourselves. Do not mess with this. Okay, my sisters, let's move on. Can we put our differences aside and fight for Biafra? We have differences. You and me, I know. Sister Cecilia, you don't think like me. We're not the same. Me and Sister Kune, we are different. Every individual, God has given us a blueprint that He made us with. We are all different. We think differently. Yeah. Okay. Because we think differently does not mean that we cannot work together, though. The Susan and I, we talk. And we can work out what topics, how we're going to say what we're going to say. It's the same thing in a family. Mom and a dad, you have to work out some things, how you're going to do business, what you're going to say to your son and what you're going to say to your daughter. We expect Biafrans and especially IPOB to make sure to have that spirit of collaboration, spirit of coming together, spirit of oneness, to push ahead to make sure that we restore our sovereign nation. Don't forget, we are at the brink of extinction. They are killing us to make sure that we all die. They're not trying to leave a remnant. They're not trying to say, oh, well, I picked this town. This town is special. No, they're coming for all of us. And they have been coming for all of us. Let's put our differences aside. Can we do? And let's fight to regain our sovereign nation. Sister Cecilia?
Well, Sister Victoria in place.
Sister Cecilia. Oh, yeah, Victoria. Sister Victoria is calling. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, bring her in.
Oh, okay, I will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Go ahead, Sister Cecilia.
Okay. Can we put our differences aside? My beloved people, even in our individual families, we know we have, even when you have two children, even identical twins,
unstoppable. We are the children of Biafra. We are undeniable. Can't you see the handwriting of God in the wall? Can't you hear the sound of the marching of our foot? We are going home. They took our brothers and sisters, they put them in jail. Without trial or court case, they are killing our fathers, our mothers every day. They are killing us in number. They want to stop our freedom. But the Elohim say no, that my people must go. Give us our freedom. Give us our freedom. Oh, it's right of the people that cheated for their freedom. When you're not in them any good, give us our say we are asking for too much. The freedom of our people, the life of innocent souls. The over 3 million people you kill because of genocide you're committing every day in our land. Alozie said, we must go home. We love our mother's land, Biafra, oh oh. The land of resistance, the blessed land of Biafra. We are going home. It's like it's a lot. We are going. But they want to go. We are free. We are the freedom. Freedom. In the name of Chukwuemeka. We are free. No enemy can stop what Chukwuemeka has
To get it on.
Okay, I'm so sorry. We got disconnected, so we are going to connect. Thank you.
Okay. You're still on.
Yes, we are.
We are the children of Biafra. We are unstoppable. We are the children of Biafra. We are undeniable.
Now, I was always saying that let us put aside all our differences. Whether ethnic differences, let's put them aside. Whether they be individual differences, let's put them. Whether they be socio-economic differences, let's put all these things aside. Let us bring together the things that bind us together. Let us bring the gifts God has given us. Let us bring our ingenuity. Let us bring our wisdom. Whatever you have that will work, bring it so that together we can put it all together and fight this fight in. Do not give up. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, my sister. As in that Biafrans are indigenous people, and anyone who calls himself or herself a lover of freedom and is fighting for the creation of Biafra is an IBOP. I said because IBOPs call order some IBOPs take. No IBOP family should call others fake because they are not a family approved by Clement, Dr. Clement Okoro or Obide Bienu. You know? There are some families not approved by them because of one thing or the other and nobody recognizes them. And these people are the people doing the real job for the restoration of Biafra. You know, I believe that in any state, if there is 2 or more family groups, you know, as a freedom fighters, we can successfully work together. We can successfully work together without aims. It is time, and the question is, to put our differences aside for the restoration of one nation, Biafra. I know the division is said for a long time. The division of IBOP
in USA started for a long time because of the Okoro and Obidobi, because they choose a certain people to work for in their sense and not in the job, wasting our time. So those who pretend to be real IBOP, let me say it again, failed to do the necessity for a cause. And those other group referred as fake are the ones doing the work leading to our promised land. 2 years ago, let me, because I'm going to say this because it is to work. They think on different sides. It will not lead anywhere. Rather, it will continue bringing us destruction and taking us back from what we are doing. Because we want to be free and we have to work together for this to happen. 2 years ago, Chukwuemeka came to DC, in which I traveled from Philadelphia to see, even only to ask, where is our leader? Is our leader alive? That was enough for me to travel to Philadelphia, to Maryland. And I was really disappointed with that group. That weekend was over for weekend because of Chukwuemeka to solve the numerous problems guiding us. I even tell Chukwuemeka, I'm glad you came, but know that there is a lot of problem within IBOP in America. And what I'm saying is that you have to face it and get the family together. And if you can't do this, and you face this, Chukwuemeka, know that you're flying from UK to Maryland to America will be useless. I was very ashamed that his coming here in America was useless. Very shameful thing because Chukwuemeka did not put anything together. Rather, Chukwuemeka brought a lot of division and confusion. I was so amazed, so surprised what went on. I'm glad myself. How can I travel to another state to see Chukwuemeka? For us to know what is going on with our leader and what we can do to move forward. But really, my brothers and sisters, I was distressed. It was unfortunate. There is a family, I'm sorry to say this on the air, we have to know about it. There is a family who started IBOP in their basement. I'm sorry to say this, I'm saying it. Some people may not like it, but it's good for us to know it. This couple started IBOP in their basement. Little by little, they form and get together, and the Clarence and Co. did not welcome them. And all the students only directly. This is how they started founding. Little by little, the family grew. And in the presence of Chukwuemeka, who I believe that helped to put things together, but it brought a lot of division. This is where we are today. And this is why we are in this condition we are today. It's through Chukwuemeka, obedient you and the Dr. Clement. I'm glad they are no more there. They became stable. That's okay. That's life. However, Biafra reporting that one family in a city is not IBOP is insane to me. It's not good. I heard them calling it Biafra, reporting the people who are doing the main job, who are doing the necessity for Biafra to come, but they condemn them. Why should we be doing all this? Why should we? And those who are not doing anything are the people we are calling IBOP. Why are we having this type of mentality? Why Biafrans? Why are we in this mess? It's time right now for everybody to work together. If you don't work together, work with your little group. And make sure you send your things to Germany, whatever. Start calling names to others who are doing the best they can to make sure that Nigeria, Biafra is here today and tomorrow. And you are monitoring them, calling them. My brothers and sisters, I have to tell us that we have to change reality. Knowing that this is a new year, 2021, we have to assume a new start. You know, let's bye forever and ever. So go forward, working together, removing the differences because it's not going to do us any good. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm being educated. But I want you to know that what we wrote this question for is to make sure that all Biafrans know, no matter where you are, in the United States, in Czechoslovakia, in Austria, in Ireland, in UK, Australia, Biafra land, even in the zoo. Many of us anywhere you are in the world, you can feel there. You're supposed to work in groups to collaborate, talk together. You're talking everything out. If they offend you, we're all different people. If this is offending me, can we move in this direction? Don't abandon the work because somebody is doing it. Do not abandon IPOB. Do not abandon Biafra because offended you. Yes, we are bound to offend. But it's not like that. Be offended. To have an heart. Yes. Everybody has that. The decisions are made. Make sure that you understand it and see if it's something that will help us. The ideas don't have to come from the coordinators. They come from the treasurers. The ideas don't have to come from the, what do we call them? The deputy coordinators. We don't have to have a post in IPOB to come up with the idea. We're a grassroots operation. The people who make up IPOB, everybody's voice counts. Everybody's voice. And we try to give everybody a voice. So if I'm in there, please make something with that. Somebody and say, that's a lesson. Let's move on. We cannot be fighting each other while our children are being killed, while our mothers cannot go to the farm. And we certainly can work together. This is an admonition. I want you to take it as such. It's coming from mothers like us. We're telling you, IPOB men, especially men and women, come together and work together. We cannot have this superiority kind of thinking that somebody's better and bigger than the other. Nobody's bigger, nobody's better. The land is all ours. So that's when they take it over, if they take it over, we are the ones who are displaced, every one of us. And I'm going to say, well, that man is a big IPOB member, let's give him land back. So, When they're killing people, they don't ask you your last name before they kill you. They drag everybody. They drag everybody out of their homes in Uganda and shoot them. They didn't ask them their last name. They didn't know who they were. Just that by another saboteur. You remember when you are not, all you have is, oh, that's an evil man. They kill you. And then people who make a mistake and say, well, we are from the Niger Delta, we are riverine, we are upland. Those people, they come. What I so I think it's in all over the world in general. If we don't work together, we're gone. They will certainly take a while and cease to exist as a way. So anyway, okay, let's stop all this nonsense that we're doing with each other and focus on the big idea. And please, when you are corrected, stand corrected and move on. Stand corrected. Stand corrected. Oh, yeah, okay, that's okay. That's how we're going to go forward from here on. And if you see something that is being successful, don't put a damper on it. Don't pour your water on a flame that is going to help us to get Biafra. Because many of you, when you see that good idea and it's not coming from you, you start to sabotage that good flame. Please don't do that. We will be the first ones. We will be the first ones to come. Let me tell you. I'll call in there and say, that person is something good idea of this project going on. Don't let it go. I know. Remember, fighting. I need my vehicle. You're not looking at your at all. It shouldn't be let anybody. In fact, we have to go home and fight it out. Today we fight it out, but for now, you better support the one fighting the Fulani man or Fulani woman who is fighting to keep our children dummies, killing our children, keeping our old people fighting that. So please, I pray for the spirit of collaboration to come into every especially in this. Thank you. Yeah. Somewhere around the Hague, if they're called, if the ICC before the letter the ICC, at the himself. And then we will call for witnesses. Those four and those again. Well, I say, this is that. So,
what happened that anybody for your station now, or you United States? I don't know. It seems we are confused. I can't blame anybody because from the beginning, even myself, I think that they will help us. Not trust. But as we go on, we believe that the Biafra, we have personally learned enough. I have learned enough that these people, you call the UN, you call whatever, whatever you call them, they don't want your assistance. As soon as you know whom you are Biafrans, the children of the most Chukwuemeka. So before I was thinking, yes, as our leader is moving there and there to talk with them, that they will do something. But as time goes on, I personally am learning that no matter how long we stay here, we will be here. If we hope that they are going to give us Biafra, we can wait for 100 years again, 100 years coming, because they don't care. They don't care what happens in their own country, because they want the confusion to continue because of what they are getting, the resources they are getting. That's the same thing today. All those people there, they want the nonsense things happening over there to continue because that's where they are eating. That's where they are eating daily food. That's where they are getting their bloody money. So, if we are hoping for this people, it's supposed to be a good, because of their wickedness in the heart of a man, the wickedness that people possess. They don't want other people to see light. This is the problem we are having today. So by now, my Biafran people, their duty is on time. Are we going to continue to leave our people to
of God in the world. Can't you hear the sound of the marching of our foot? We are going home.
Satan. And that is him that we worship. And with him, with our help, togetherness, collaboration, getting our differences aside, this is what is going to be after. We have to sacrifice much. There is no nation. There is no nation. But again, so that's sacrifice. No. Let's need all those, this is what is going to give us. If you are dependent or any something, nation united is nothing. The nation is not the problem of the so African is bright. Nigeria has a lot of money and their money for is understand. They telling them is in the money overseas why their people are dying for hunger, why there is no road, why there is mine. And there is temple empty, We talk of our own believers. People need to go to hell, and they never come back again in their life. So they have to get on the way for our people. The Eastern Security Network. This is our time to continue where we in 2020. So, brothers and sisters, what is in our hands? If I take up United Nations, I say, it takes a good coming. But freedom never free in any country. Fight for it. America, they fought for them. All these potent countries, they fight for their freedom and get it. People die, people suffer, people sacrifice, whatever you can. Your money, your intellectual, your resources. Therefore, I think you say enough is enough. That's what IPOB has come to do. That's what our leader is saying us. Enough is enough. It is time to assume responsibility to make sure our nation, the land of the sun, is restored for us and our future generation. Thank you.
Thank you. Sister Cecilia, what do you think? Are we still waiting for entities like the United Nations to give us Biafra?
I'm sorry, I always wanted to mute. Okay, our sister who just spoke talked to us about America fighting for their independence. Not just America. If we take historical lessons, we find out that the French also had a revolution. The English had a revolution. America had a revolution. China had a revolution. And what? Physically fighting. And at every level they fought. So we are not in a revolution. I just spoke to a few days ago. He told us very important. He said we have enemy. We have enemy. Of the issue and the eyes of the world. Of them do not like us. Most of them are envious of us. So we see it all over the place. But you know one thing, we, the Biafra, we, the children of Chukwuemeka, we are the ones who have to fight. We have to fight for our freedom. This is not a time for democracy, he told us during his speech. For democracy, for revolution. They are now in a revolution. And it's only by revolution that we are going to get our nation. While our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, is there fighting at the diplomatic level, there are some other people somewhere fighting at the financial level. There are others at the social level. But we must be at the physical level to fight until we get there. They wonder, how can this type of nation be a nation that can build their own satellite and launch? That Biafra we can build launch. That we are so daunted. No matter what happens to us, we back, we live, and we move forward. Wherever we go, we develop that thing. We make it beautiful for us. We make it beautiful for our children. Everywhere. That's the spirit of Biafra. So you can see why they don't like us. They're coming to our land with oil. And because we have oil, even the do not even like us. So let us not sit and say, Britain is coming, France is coming. All they are coming for is our natural resources. All they are coming for is what we have. They don't have any strategic thing in Nigeria to say this is something to end them. But all we are looking for, already they've taken our oil. So they just be quiet so they can keep milking and getting our. I love Biafra. I think we are up. And I believe it, we are up to the task. Mission outside us is coming to deliver us. But proud of our Biafra. I am so proud of our ancient network. I am so proud of those who are building different things they are building. I am enduring the world. Yes, survive. That's our son for Gunigwe. We built everything. Stigma. Let us invest in the world. We are people who are worthy to be counted on. Let us continue telling the world that whether they recognize us or not, we are more than able. We are able. We are able. We are able. Biafrans are able. And our leader, how? That's a formidable gentleman. That's a man of integrity. And the God will create in their different countries. We have him in Biafra. It's really cheesy to them. He is a blessing to us. Let us find him. Let us support him. He is doing marvelous work. Traveling from one country to other representing us, it's nothing. It's so important that we have somebody speaking our mind, speaking our ideology, speaking our dream to the nations of the world. Some of us cannot be in Biafra. But I know that God sent him. And I believe it very strongly that Africa is for Biafra. Africa is still waiting for Biafra. Biafra is that beacon of light. Biafra is the light that Africa is waiting for. Biafra. Let us come. Fight. And I'm sure that Biafra will come before we go. Be to come and say, go on Biafra. I hope Biafra. Stand tall, Biafra. The Lord is with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my sisters and my brothers and freedom lovers and our DOD members. We must remain dedicated to this cause. We must remain consistent, we must be determined, we remain formidable. Have been building into our system must remain. We must be persistent. And the word that my sister just spoke, we're undone. really. We don't shake because we have been beaten down. We're always on it. And because of that, people marvel when we do things. Oh, these people now, the same people that is not even running water in their place. They come to the United States and we do marvelous things, and they hear about our children, they hear about us, and they look around and they shake their heads. Pick you from that same place where it's running water, y'all don't even have roads, they say to us in America. You don't have roads, you don't have running water, you don't even have electricity. How can you program supercomputers? We learn, we're fast learners. We learn quickly. So be courageous like we have told you. Don't worry about what people can do for you. Just worry about what you can do for the country. And we have been called to time like this. So let's make sure we do that. Be courageous, dear friends. Anybody says, the United Nations, the UK, have told you, my sisters have told you, they're getting something, they want your oil, so they will never let you be free. So, get your freedom the same way that they got theirs. In revolution, fight on, dear friends, fight on. We are going to become a nation. We are going to regain our nation very soon. All right. Okay. What did the IPO be accomplished in 2020 anyway? It is a COVID-19 year. COVID-19 2020. Yeah. And things nobody is quiet. No, the government wanted you to have the municipal system in the face to our leader. So my sister, you accomplished in 2020.
Beloved, I want to thank all of you for surviving this pandemic. 2020 was a year like no other year we've seen. But for people to survive it, you were able to do what you could do to survive. You found out all the native pure COVID. And when we look at our struggle, we find out that even in the midst of pandemic, our leader, Mazi, can continue to work hard. I am really grateful to the University Radio Biafra. The lessons I've learned from that radio station has been marvelous. And I'm sure every one of us, our leader went ahead and told us how the British came and they brought different people, culture, because of their thing to get from us. They put us together. They said, now, all of you here, you are from Nigeria. And we assume that name. He told us to read the Biafrans, the lost pride of Israel, and how we came to settle where we are. He told us about how our forefathers had the first government. Our forefathers organized the first government. They had the first women march. They were pioneers in so many things. And he encouraged us to go back to our roots, to go back to where we started. I think even though this pandemic prevailed, we learned so many lessons. And to me, one of the most important lessons I learned is that when people come to give the brother, they weaken you. But together, united, we stand and form a formidable force. Our side brought out all the things that we didn't even before the to practice, to teach and teach us and to help us. And you know, so made us understand that there is that our is of Nigeria, all over Africa. I think that was wonderful. I am so grateful that even though we may think we're in lockdown, yet we got so much knowledge, we have time to sit and listen. Have time to, he always prayed us to bring our book to take notes. I always made my own notes. And I know teaching us, he has enlightened us. He has opened our eyes. He has made us see the world from a different perspective. Because knowledge is wisdom. He's giving us the knowledge we need. The knowledge we need to survive. The knowledge we need to go wherever we want to go. Our leader has been a marvelous teacher during this time. It's also made us understand. Sometimes I used to bring together the Hausas and the Fulani together. These are two different entities and not the same. All over Nigeria, so that our people can tune in. And this so that our all this was in 2020. He also exposed us to the ills that are in our society. Some of us go around every day and not see this, but he exposed these things to us. And but more important, he gave our young people the boldness to demonstrate. You know, this demonstration by our young people has never been seen. Neither has it ever been heard of in Nigeria. But through this liberation we got from this teaching, our young people came to see that this is their opportunity. What they are fighting for is not for nobody, but for themselves and for their children. And this was what gave them the stamina to demonstrate. So grateful, because demonstration is an aspect of democracy. If we cannot talk, we can demonstrate. And when we demonstrate, our leaders are bound to listen. So I am so grateful that I learned so much, and I hope everybody learned so much from our leaders. It also awakened up the other entities in Nigeria, the Yorubas. They are now talking about the Yoruba nation. It is true, our leader, the knowledge, the information he gave us. So he has done so much. And this last one, establishment of the ESN, it was like a dream to everybody. It was like a mystery to everybody. Everybody woke up one morning and they said, wow, what happened? Where were we? How did this happen? Up till now, people are still mesmerizing because they don't even understand. They cannot find that the Igbo man in Biafra land can form such a thing, and there will be no sellout. There will be no sabos to cast it everywhere. It just came up, and people woke up and they saw it. So we achieved so much in 2020, and I'm so grateful for our leader. He is a leader worth following. He is a leader worth emulating. And I pray that all the slaves in the land, all of you, this Sabo, that you will beg lead from our leader. He is a man of integrity. He is a man of wisdom. He is a man of goodness. He is a man of good substance. Borrow a lead from him. Borrow a lead from him. Good. Thank you very much.
Very much, sister. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm sorry.
Nah, that's all.
Please leave your message for Please leave your message for
Augustine, I'm not America.
Nothing has been recorded. Record your message after.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're jumping back on. We're jumping back on.
Yeah, I've been trying to get you.
I'm seeing a lot of changes. We could not forget also that a lot of things happened to us this past 2020. How our people were massacred up parts of Biafra land, especially the recent one that happened in Obibo by Wike command. All these things happened. Another thing I remember that happened recently, before the end of this 2020, was the release of many innocent young people that was kidnapped and imprisoned, and they were released. I heard Onyendu saying that IBOP spent a lot for them to come out from prison. I gave him hand. I thank him. I will never fail to thank our leader. I'm very grateful when I remember him. We spent a lot to make sure that they are out from the prison. This is what a good leader is supposed to do. And I praise him for that. These are the works that the IBOPs are doing. Some of the works are not done directly, can be done indirectly. In any way you wanna support to make sure our land is secured. Now, most of the time I do think, going on with our struggle, I saw that many Biafrans, some Igbos, or many of them, does not support the Biafran restoration. They does not support IBOP. They are against our leader, Nkamadike one of Biafra. When I remember these people, you know what I say inside myself? Oh, these people, they are stupid and wicked. They don't supposed to be called Biafrans. I don't believe that these people are real, the children of their parents. I don't know how to put this for people to understand. But it seems to me just to open the ground, to dig a ground and push these people inside. Let them go and rest. Anybody who is against our leader, IBOP, the people trying to protect them, to save their lives and their properties, and you are against them. What type of human being are you? Why are we keeping these people alive? I'm just saying it. This is how I feel. Why are these people existing? Why many innocent young people have gone? Because they want to defend their land. Why is our people like this? Why is our people sabo? Because of bloody money that will not last forever. But your country, your fatherland will last forever for you and your children to enjoy it. But you are fighting for bloody money that will not lead you. How long will it lead you? Anything you do with that bloody money will go for waste. We have a lot of money, at the second time you don't know what happened to those bloody money. That's how those type of money goes. Okay? That's how they go. Anybody against our leader, may the person go to hell. I'm sorry. The person can go to hell because the person is stupid and foolish and devil. Anybody against what is happening in Biafra land to save them. You are against Eastern Security Network, you may go to hell. You are stupid, more than stupid. You are against all these resources brought for you for your own safety, and you are against it. Because of little money you're going to get today, you eat it this month. The next month, if the money remains, it will vanish. And you will not know what you did with the money because you didn't get the money in the correct way. That's how it goes. People are surprising me. Tomorrow they are sabo. Then they are fighting for Biafra. Go forward. Somebody. Okay. It's time for us to stop. I think what we are fighting for Biafra, and there we are going. You know, I they are doing a good human it. Those leaders to feed the ones among us, and those who hide themselves will not do contribution to this strong. Those who are somewhere, if you you know, them. Especially those working directly. And that's a Christian network. I encourage, I admire you. You are there. We have hope in you. We pray for you to support you in any way we can, so that our land will be restored and shame will be upon those who are saboteurs, those Fulani administrators. They go and sleep in here. Thank you, dear.
Thank you very much. Dear friends, we accomplished a lot this year. IPOB members, you did a super job, even in the pandemic that we survived, and the provisions that the IPOB made with our leader. Our leader was out in front, led from the front, like he said yesterday, by jumping up out there and saying, okay, this is how we're going to organize ourselves if this pandemic ever reaches us. So what he did was to provide provisions for us, something for people to eat, and then he also made plans for health care for us. That is a great accomplishment. Then, at last, he established the ESN. Eastern Security Network was a bang. And let me tell you, when he hit, the zoo shook. And that's why they're running helter-skelter. They don't know what to do. But do you know something? We want them to keep running helter-skelter. We don't want them to get any food. We don't want them in our bushes anymore. We don't want to understand what they're thinking. We just want to say that we're moving on. If you come into our bushes, we will protect ourselves. And that is music to our ears. And then, of course, the release of our prisoners. Remember, before 2020, that we needed to march Washington, D.C. That didn't happen because the pandemic happened. After we marched to D.C., that will come. Everybody's fine. You know, it's that Biafra, that nation. We're not going to spell everything out to you if you are not listening with the right heart. We're not going to tell you everything that is being done, but we know that Biafra has come. If you don't know that, you're not with us. Biafra has come. The Eastern Security Network has been established, and I've heard everyone on the radio telling you it is here to stay. We're adding our voice to say, stop fighting. Eastern Security Network is here to stay. And it is until Biafra comes. Thank you very much. My sister here, one thing has had. I apologize to Biafrans for the technical issues. And you know that we were trying to solve all kinds of issues, and that's why we made it. For that, Sister, we would just for a few minutes say something about this. Why is the Vatican and the mega Christian churches keeping quiet about Christian killings in Nigeria? Because that is the one area, you know, we talk about how they are killing us in Biafra land, but now in all over the zoo, they're killing Christians indiscriminately, everywhere. The Shaki village is targeting exactly the people who are Christians. People, because they are Congo Christians, they go into and they go into villages looking for Christian men and women. What is the Vatican? And the Christian churches are silent about this. Is that necessary? Don't forget to unmute.
My wonderful Biafran, my brothers, my sisters, this is a $1 million question. That the Christians, the war we are fighting is also a war for the Church of Christ. These Muslims, they want to come into the Atlantic Ocean to dip their Quran. Already we hear now they are starting instituting their Muslim leaders in our different areas. Pope Uzodimma, when he came, the first thing he did was to get another person and made him whatever that their title is. Can you imagine this type of thing all over Biafra land? I think it will be I think it will be a taboo. It will be a taboo and a slap in the face of the church. When you come to even say, every other door is a church. Every other high rising, you find 10 churches. We are all praying, clapping our hands. And our leaders take us for granted. My beloved brethren, my people, Biafrans, even the Vatican has been silent. You know, when people keep silent in the midst of evil, it means they are in support of it. They are condoning it. So can you imagine the church being silent at this time? When Christians, Nigeria is like the headquarters for most of the it's like the headquarters all over the world. But it's like has been sealed. Nobody is coming to talk about the church in Nigeria. But you know, the God we serve, the leader of the host of heaven and earth, he will fight his battles, regardless of all these people. The Lord will fight his battles. So my beloved Biafra, I just want us to, in your time, commit the thing into time. In your prayer, pray for the coming of God. The freedom of religion in Biafra. The whole of Africa will take Biafra as an example. Biafra is a beacon of light. Biafra is a light put on a high beam so that the whole world can see. Biafra is a trailblazer. Biafra is one of a kind. So let us not even look at the Vatican. Let us be encouraged, strong, like we say. Be strong and continue. When Biafra comes, you see all these churches, they will run and they start calling, hey, we want to establish, that's why we would string them and tell them who can establish and who cannot establish. Because when we were fighting, they did not say anything. So let us continue in our prayer. But this does not mean that we should forget God. No, God is still God. No matter what the Vatican does, no matter what the churches do, God is still able. So my dear friends, let's continually call on this Chukwuemeka Biama. Come through for us when the time comes. Be encouraged. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Kumle, very shortly.
Yes. We know, brothers and sisters, there have been a slaughter of priests and religions in Igbo land and beyond. We can remain the Sunday mass massacre of parishioners in Osogolo. We know that. Remember the beheading of a Christian association chairman. All these people are Christians or Catholics. You know, the killings of, we may not know this, the killing of 18-year-old Igbo seminarian, in Diocese of Sokoto. You know, the thousands of Christians, like the destruction of thousands of homes, churches, our late people killed, destruction of schools, Igbo business, you name them. This is continuous killing in our land. Recently, adoption of a newly ordained bishop to represent Archbishop Obinna. I heard and I saw a letter that the bishop had been released. Good, I'm happy for that. Who did that? Who did it? And why did they do that? What type of investigation is going on that? I was not full happy for the letter, but it's not complete. They have told the Catholic people of Owerri what happened. Who did that particular thing? It's an abomination in Igbo land, you know? Because of that satanic idea, left the door open for anybody to come and do whatever they want to do and get away out of it, you know? We know that this Fulani Caliphate, they have said that they are waging a war for the Catholics in Igbo land. You see that all these killings, the Vatican doesn't know about it. I don't know why they keep silence for their own people, for Catholics, not even Christians. If I say Christians, it's other denomination, but this is Catholic people like the Pope and others. Why should they keep quiet, not fighting? Knowing that our people know all this, that they want to wage war with us. Today, you see some clergymen, some laity, they hiding their head in the sand. I'm doing something about it. If when they will come and finish them, they come to kidnap a bishop, whom are they not going to kidnap? This shows us that we are not safe in our own land, which we know, and things are becoming worse. I wish the Vatican, also I heard the Vatican say something on the kidnap of the bishop, but it's not enough. What about other people killed? Are they not human beings? Are they not Catholics? And brothers and sisters, do not lose hope. And do not hope on the Vatican. We have to fight on our own. Being together, fighting together, making sure that our land is secured. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So the big daddy deal, I was, I don't even know what that means, but I think it means daddy general overseer. I think that's what they call them in those circumstances. Those people who have such influence in Nigeria, why don't they speak? They're asked, why don't they speak? And when they speak, they're saying something like, oh, we predict, we prophesy. You don't need your prophesy, just condemn the bad thing that is happening. Why don't you do that on a consistent basis? They're killing your flock. They're killing people, your followers, and you are keeping quiet. What God do you all serve? The same righteous God? I know. I don't think so. If you're keeping quiet in the you see, when you see that evil things happen, and that you are in cahoots, you like what's going on, and you're keeping quiet. somehow you're benefiting from what's going on. And that's what our leader has told you all. People are evil. There is no God inside of you if you think that you can keep quiet in all the killings happening in Nigeria. Nobody is on a consistent basis saying something about killing of Christians. There is no God in you. So don't come out and say you're a bishop or that here when you're not condemning this on a consistent basis. That's what we're saying. And I don't care whether HMFO understands it or the goons. You need to understand that if you're not consistently saying wrong, evil is evil. This is bad, that you're killing Christians in this place called Nigeria, in the zoo. That is wrong. You're not Catholic, because I am. And you don't understand what you go to church to do. God is righteous. A righteous God does not condone his children being massacred, like they are being massacred in Nigeria. No one, none of you. The superiority spiritually is something. Because if the bishops and the priests in Nigeria are not crying, how will the Pope Francis hear about it? If you start crying, if you start calling out, yes, the Pope will then hear about it and condemn it. But if you're not saying anything, why would he stirred? Yeah, okay, everybody's okay, everything is okay. So speak up, for every moment that you're not working God. You're killing these people. That's what I say. Try to be a friend. Nobody's fighting for. Try to. Not in this way. Right direction. But coming to the end of our program this morning, we are very, very sorry about the disjointedness of our program today because of technological issues. But we want to just say Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all Biafrans and freedom lovers all over the world and IPOB worldwide. Also, that our program, which is has said that this is the year of cleansing of our land. So we call this year the year of cleansing. Cleanse yourselves, your families, let's cleanse of this Fulani Jansi. That's what this year is about. This year of cleansing. If you pray, calling of people down. And for ESS, come to help. Fighting.
Biafra, they buy you God, you for it.
Sister.
Wonderful people, I just want to say Happy New Year to all of you. This is a year that calls for new determination. It's a year that calls for new direction, new zeal. Hope. Let us not hope, because hope can change. We almost right. It just continue. Stay in God. That's the new determination. Our instant security network. And I know that we don't know that and just to lead us into Biafra. Thank you.
Thank you for your patience. We have had technical issues, like I said. Thank you very much, sir.
I have
You are always in your permission for us to come on and add our voice.
Yes, I'm grateful you all showed up. I apologize for the technical issues. I don't know where that came from.
No problem. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Let me take this opportunity and say something. Our Biafrans people, instructions are for all of us. We do not follow instructions. I will start announcing numbers of people that don't follow instructions. Maybe that will make you feel better. When the women are on the air, you continue to call. You know I cannot interrupt their message. If I cannot interrupt their message, I wonder why you're calling. The only indication there is that you're not listening to the radio. You don't even know what is going on. All you do is just pick up the phone and call. You know the weekly program. Up till now, you're supposed to know the weekly program. And you know that at the top, at least at the top of the hour, 11, or you want time 4, they will be done. Before it starts. As I'm speaking, they are still calling. That means they're not even hearing the announcement I'm making. This is indicative of one of our downfalls. We do not follow instructions. We do not listen. Your zeal to get on the air and say your mind is welcome, but at the appropriate time. You are not listening. You don't even know what they said, but you are busy calling. Are you calling that I have to interrupt what they are saying to answer your phone call? Listen. Listen to the radio and follow instructions. The Fulanis listen to the radio. They listen to the radio and they follow instructions. But we call them dumb. But they listen to the radio. They know that's where the instruction is coming from. They know. How much more we that claim to know more. It is very, very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. For your information, let those that are involved, if you know those that are involved, tell them, because I will start calling you out. I will start calling you out. Caller, you on the air, your name and where you calling from. We that claim. Excuse me, let me redo this. And the caller, you go ahead and call back. Your line was interrupted. So, caller, go ahead. Caller, go ahead. Your name and where you calling from.
Okay, thank you. I'm Mazi Alozie. IPOB, one family. IPOB, one family. IPOB, one family. Good people of Biafra, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending where you are. First of all, Happy New Year to all of you. I am High Chief Ogbuefi Anelechi. High Chief Ogbuefi Anelechi is from Atani in Arutuku, living in Washington, D.C., also IPOB, principal servant in Washington, D.C., under the leadership of Onyendu Mazi Kano. I pray my prayer is that this 2021 will be the year of Biafra. Our joy will be great. I want to use this media and this opportunity to thank Hamadike Onyendu, our leader, the only lion of Biafra in our own time. A man who refused to let go and he refused to give up, who loved his people more than himself, untouchable and unbribable. I salute you, my king. High Chief Ogbuefi, Abine Chamber, Odumile Buago is behind you 100%. Carry go, Onyendu. Dear friends, I am coming your way this day, this morning, USA Eastern Time, to inform all Biafrans living in United States of America of our upcoming General House meeting scheduled for January 9th, 2021 at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. The topic is Biafra freedom. We are all aware of we are all aware every killings of our people by Janjaweed and the sabotage of our politicians, who also are our brothers and sisters. We thank God for giving to us Eastern Security Network, ESN. Brothers and sisters, we all know that no matter our belief and understanding, security issues in Biafra land is of a common interest to all of us. We have therefore called the meeting on the January 9th, 2021 to put strength together to support those men and women who have offered to protect our people and our land. And therefore, I request to please kindly log into the Zoom meeting on January 9th, 2021 at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't know if you have a pen there. I want to give you the meeting ID. The meeting ID is 826 4844 9285. I repeat, 826 4844 9285. The passcode is 511790. To call in with your mobile phone for New York, use this number 1-646-558-8656. I repeat, for New York, 646-558-8656. For Chicago, use 1-312-626-6799. For Washington, D.C., use 1-301-715-8592. For further inquiries, contact myself, High Chief Ogbuefi. The number is 202-701-7737. No, the flyers has all over, I believe. The flyers is all over now, so you can check the flyer. All this information is in there. Please take notes. We have only one agenda: how to raise money for our men and our women out there in the bush who has offered to protect our people and our land. I will look forward to see you on the date, January 9th, 2021, is coming this Saturday. All hail Biafra. Sahaji for Boyfi and Mazi Alozie. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. The Zoom meeting on the 9th. Caller, your name and where you call it from. Caller, your name and where you call it from.
Can you?
Caller.
Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you.
We continue. Biafra all over the world. May the peace of Chukwuemeka continue to dwell upon us. Until Biafra is restored. There is one thing we must bear in mind, Biafra. Biafra restoration is the project of the Most High Creator of the heaven and earth, Chukwuemeka. And our leader has been telling us this, but we have refused to listen to him. We are witness for our leader. Jeremiah chapter 12. You see verse 6. Very, very important. You see from verse 14 to verse 17. Very, very important. No matter whoever you may be, we don't care. This present generation has been set by the Creator to restore the ancient land of Ntempo and Nege. All of it is that we fail to realize that the people that own this land all have an Ntempo. You not forgettable because you give these people that return and now in Ezra you will die there and be buried there and your generation will hang on the air. That is why leader has come to bring us back. We are here. My name is Chukwuemeka. I'm managing myself. And this is Chukwuemeka. This is from above. All of them. How do you say it so? You know what I like? Who are on went to you? Don't we, baby? That's what I Allah, there's a man that you could go back and move. I want to buy him a couple of Afro. I love when I say that Chukwuemeka and nice to deliver head and stuff. I'm so that I have to put on when I know Nana hold on. On the way to Nana, I want that. What did you from the lower? So, Mazi, I'm now. I am the people. I never said to public you. In a different sense to what that. What is it for our project? Project of Chukwuemeka.
Thank you, Mazi. Our time is short today. Our time is short today. Thank you. Thank you, Mazi. Our time is short today. Everybody should take about 2 minutes. Anything outside that, I'm going to cut it. We are hearing you. Go ahead.
As you continue to appreciate you, our mothers, our sisters, our chalugos, our pride. Chukwuemeka is your strength. Continue doing the needful. You people are the waters, open bottles. We gone after, and you people have reason. God is your strength. Continue doing the needful. Mazi Alozie, we have to appreciate our one and do it in the needful every time, every day. Biafrans all over the world. Biafrans all over the world, please. We must learn our history. If you don't know your history, you can go and learn and read this book. There was a country. Take money and read. Don't tell her to go and read that book. There was a country. You will know where you are. Mazi, we are not happy. Every day we continue to discover these people atrocities towards Biafrans. Mazi, did you know that these people are lifting our people? Or they lifted our people? Mazi, you're a veteran. You know the kind of the flight they call recruits that the army used to go to back. All this heavy. I don't know, is it Boeing or what? And who are causing all this problem? This is the eastern governors, not our governors. They collided, lifting our people by air, by road, hiring such kind of flight. Who are paying for this flight, Mazi? Zamfara taking our people to people they pick up randomly on the road. They are heading. They just pick people, and tomorrow somebody say we cannot support that, Mazi. Look at what the indices have been. Look at what is happening in Ebonyi now. Look at what is happening in Ebonyi. But Onyende has told us one thing. This year, this year, Onyende had no way for saboteurs. We are compiling their names and their lists. That's why everybody should go enter into work. Now, no time or too much talking. All those saboteurs within and around you, from Ndezo, from government, politicians, all of them, continue compiling their name. We are recording them. Mazi, I will have to leave here because we are not happy, Mazi. Because all this money, these people are just finding a way. And I can see IPOB, I got left and right. They held people in Zamfara with bed. We know how much it is. Abuja, 157. This is money. And we are looking the money. And somebody will come out, where is the money going? About that Friday job is getting too much. All the sabotage, we cannot be bringing 20 million, 15 million, 5 million every month to buy people, every week.
Okay, we're going to round up. We don't have time today. We are very short of time.
But I will not happy. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Our times today is very, very short, so people should be economical. Very, very economical with their calling. We'll deal with this starting Monday. This nonsense has gotten to the epic, has reached its epic. So we're going to start dealing with it once and for all. The kickoff starts from Monday. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, good afternoon, Mazi, Alozie.
Good morning from here.
I understand that you have a limited time, but just lend me a few minutes. Let me just add something. I just want to use this opportunity to thank you and the women that spoke, and most especially our leader that gave an explosive broadcast yesterday. I remember by just greeting Biafrans all over the world, friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom. I salute you, our leader Mazi Nandekano. I salute you. Good afternoon from here. I'm speaking from my location. I just want to add this. It is very clear that what the Southeast governors and Arewas are doing is they are into negotiation, or they have done it already. That's why they ease the border. They open the border, because the Arewas are telling them that yes, that there is a resistance by IPOB and the volunteer Eastern Security Network, that if they release their soldiers, they are likely going to die, because Ohaneze and all the governors are telling them to release their military to come and subdue the young people, the security people that we put in place. So they are now saying that if they are telling them, the Northerners are telling them, if you listen to what the leader of IPOB is saying, it's like there is something they have in place that nobody knows what it is. That if they send their military, they are going to likely die there. So that if they want, they can open the border and get help from Sahel, from other regions, Fulani region in Mali and other countries, and these governors agree. So they agree to that. And they now open the borders. They are coming with weapons. So what we have to do is now, with all this Ohanes and Igbo, anybody that is speaking in favor of Southeast, of one Nigeria that is a Biafra and in Biafran land, Ohanes and Igbo, the governors, these are the killers. If you think that these people will one day relent and begin to think properly, they will never do that. The only thing that will happen to them, it is just the dispensation we are in now in this struggle. It's a new dispensation.
That thing that our leader said yesterday is something that will deter all this, will stop this nonsense. If that thing is not done, these evil men will carry on killing their own people. By the time you know it, you will be left with old people in Biafran land, and the land will be taken. Mazi, Alozie, and Dewo. I'm done. Thank you. Shalom.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We are watching the movie play out, and the movie, I don't know if it is worth watching. I don't know. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Good morning and happy New Year. Please, I am so sorry to have called you. The time I called was because the radio was making noise, and then I want to bring your attention to it. Anyway, thank you for all the good job you're doing. My name is Mazi, my man Jaka, and I am the national PRO of IPOB here in the United States. Great, our leader, Mazi Namdekanu. Mazi, I am still going to talk about our enemy, our core enemy, of which we have our primary enemies and we have our secondary enemies. Our primary enemy are the Fulanis, and these Fulanis we're talking about are the Fulanis from Sahel. These are the Fulani that reside in Mali. These Fulanis, they reside in Burkina Faso, Niger, and they reside in Central African Republic. These guys have been fighting war. They are coming, and Nigeria have been bribing them. Nigeria have been bribing them, and then they are coming to the east. That is our place. We are not worried about our neighbors. The people we are worried about is the, but I don't know why our governors and our politicians do not know the type of problem we are having. I am telling you, they are marching, they are coming. They are coming, they are on their way. But our politicians are still playing a local politics, which is very, very bad. So I want to encourage our brothers, our youth, the youth of Biafra, that them should know that we are fighting this war for them. They have to defend their land. The politicians, believe me, they are making for their own personal gain. That's what they are doing. But I'm calling on the Biafrans to stand their ground, support the Eastern Security Network. This Eastern Security Network are the ones that are going to guide us, because these people are coming. I am reading every day. I'm in the Google. You go to the African news, you go to the world news, you will see it. It is there. But people do not read the news to know the things that are facing us. Our thing, these things are more than Nigeria. What is coming up now is more than Nigeria. They are in the north. They are invading the north. They are going to the Middle Belt, and they are coming to us. So these local politics and these saboteurs that think that it is Nigeria as usual, they are making a big mistake, because all of us, our life is in danger. This is what I am talking about. And then please, I want to concur with our coordinator here, Washington DC coordinator, the High Chief of Biafra, the information that he gave. And this is about the Zoom meeting that is coming up on Saturday by 5 p.m., the Zoom meeting. And this Zoom meeting, what are we having? We, irrespective of what you call yourself, you are IPOB, you are a Biafran, you are an Easterner in that contraction called Nigeria. We want you just to call in, because we are raising fund. We are raising fund for our people. That is for the Eastern Security Network. This Eastern Security Network, what they are doing is to preserve our life, to preserve and then have the security of our people. That's what we are doing. And we want to raise fund. If you have any information you want to bring on. If you have any money to give, call in so that we can come together. This is not all about all this bickering that is going on. All Biafra, no matter whomever you are, even if you don't like Biafra, but you are in Biafra land and you want to donate, we will accept your donation. So, Mazi, thank you so much, and this is where I'm going to stop. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. I am not angry at anybody. At least I know why some of them are calling. They don't have the radio speaking, so they're simply calling. Because their radio is not speaking, so there's no way they can determine if I am on the air or not, or the women are speaking. At least that made me rest my mind. And I must also apologize for showing my other side. Now I know why they were calling. Okay, so some of you think I was referring to you. I know you call all the time, and I know you know when to call, so I wasn't even referring to you. I was referring to the numbers coming from Biafra land, and those were the ones not receiving the message because they don't have radio. They want to call in. They want to express themselves. So let's move on. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. This is 2021. This is the year of decision. The ball game is over. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Hello.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah. Is that from Mazi Alozie? Is on the line?
Exactly. Can you please turn off your radio? Can you please turn off your radio?
Yes. Let me do it. I'm a member of ITP, Bremen.
Welcome.
So, I say I'm people from I have a lot of things to narrate.
Not today. We don't have time today. Okay. Okay.
Why? So, in terms of sabotage and saboteurs, I from okay, I was one. Number two, the rule of church concerning. You can imagine that every pope and a on your coach go pastor all the Christians, their number so others will become Muslim and the Pope in order that any contact being you Hindu or Muslim or whatsoever with a Christian, that the person must be arrested, brought to Vatican or to face the law. Then don't you think it will help being committed by Muslims and religions like the Christians? Then here the rights of refugees and migrants. I'm also a member of the Voice Foreigners Forum. I'm a member the anti-lager for the Global Freedom Movement. In the Caravan, our motto is "We are here because you destroyed our country." It has meanings. Position there because politics. If I try to make everything achieve to negotiation, peace, and I find get Biafra. Trying to say is this: how can we, the Biafrans, say that we came from Israel? We are the descendants of Abraham.
My brother, I told you before you came on the air. We don't. You see, you have a very good point. You have a very good issue to raise, but you are raising it at the wrong time. I would like to discuss this with you on the air. I would like you to come back on the air and bring this issue. I told you when you came on the air that you don't have time. But your issues are so important that I would like you to come back on the air tomorrow when you have about 10 minutes to say what you're saying. I love your topic.
But are you Mazi Alozie?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes.
Then okay. Let me keep it like that. Then maybe tomorrow I can call again.
Call tomorrow. I will be here. Call tomorrow.
If I will be given the opportunity.
I will give you.
Because okay.
I will.
Then thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Caller, your name and where you calling from. 2 minutes, and that'll be the end of the call today. Caller, your name and where you calling from. You see, this is after our leader's speech. I think people are beginning to have a glimpse about what he has been saying. Those that are deaf are beginning to hear a little bit because they hear and then they merge it with what they see, and then they are beginning to think. Caller, you have 2 minutes. 2 minutes, just 2 minutes. Welcome. Go ahead.
God bless you. Bless God. I'm blessed for having it's a very of our time. My name is Mazi. I am from Mabaje, a Wangala local government, Biafra land. Mazi, I tend to go gather for what is using us and the college to do to us. For the address here today is very, very nice. These saboteurs, we know, we are on ground here. We are going to die. They want the Biafra land to burn, and the Biafra land will burn. Because I don't know why people, we think that they are educated, they are wise enough, they are foolish people. Mazi, it baffled me. When somebody you call that is Alamada, he doesn't go to a Western education, he doesn't read, he doesn't know how to speak, how to read, are using you to kill your brother, are using you to sell your father's land, then you agree. Who is foolish? These saboteurs, this government, included some landlords here, some landlords, it's time, this year, I think they are calling it bandit in the north, and the bandit is in the north. Now they are going to see it here. All these saboteurs, all these governors, all these senators, all these local government chairmen, all these traditional rulers, all these chairmen, chairmen of market is this year. It's so 4 years that I'm not now, but I know Ndibo. Ebu alamad now, but traditional ruling bomb away also Gabaya. I know people, they are cowards. Forget about the enemy. They are cowards. If not Biafra, if not IPOP, Mazi, Igbo people, they can't stand Fulani. It's only IPOP, it's only Mazi and IPOP. Those that are following Nandekano will stand Fulani. If not that, this one called Igbo, they cannot stand Fulani. They are cowards. Mazi, it's so funny that they were wrong. Let's go, God bless you.
Thank you, Ndewo. Sorry, whoever is calling, sorry, I will not take your call. I love you, but the time is gone. The time is done. Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is now waiting to happen. Now waiting to happen. Ezioku women will be on the air. I will be on the air before them. About an hour. My analysis will be about 15 minutes, and the rest will be open for your calls. And then when they leave, then you still have line open for your calls. Then we go from there. May Chukwuemeka bless all of you, because I think now people are beginning to understand what our leader has been agonizing about. He is addressing the people he sacrificed for. And I don't see why we cannot wake up and do the needful. Do the right thing once in our lifetime and be free, not favoring anybody, not looking at the face of anybody. We must be free. We don't owe anybody. They owe us. And you can't owe me and still roll over me. You can't owe me and still determine when I breathe and when I will not breathe. When I drink and when I will not drink. When I sleep and when I will not sleep. Where I sleep and where I will not sleep. If that is the case, I am not living. I am not learning. If that is the case, we are not living and we are not learning. May Chukwuemeka Abiyama deliver us from this evil. You say.
They took our brothers and sisters, they put them in jail without trial or court case. They are killing our fathers, our mothers every day. They are killing us in number. They want to stop our freedom, but the Elohim say no, that my people must go. Give us our freedom. Give us our freedom. Oh, it's right of the people that cheated for their freedom. When you're not with them any good, give us our freedom. And you say we are asking for too much. The freedom of our people, the life of innocent souls. The over 3 million people you kill because of genocide you're committing every day in our land. Elohim said we must go home. We love our mother's land, Biafra, the land of rising sun, the blessed land of our Biafra. We are going home. Whether the enemy's blessings or not, we are going home. By the name of Chukwuemeka, we are free. Whether the enemy likes it or not, freedom, we are going. Freedom in the name of Chukwuemeka, we are free. No enemy can stop what Chukwuemeka has got. We are going. We believe in the name of Chukwuemeka. No one can battle with Chukwuemeka Abiyama. The God of Biafra is powerful. His name is Elohim. We have nothing in common with you. Our culture is different from your own. Know it now. Our dressing is so different. We are different people. Let my people go. We are the children of Biafra. We are unstoppable. We are the children of Biafra. We are untiable. Can't you see the handwriting of God in the wall? Can't you hear the sound of the marching of our foot? We are going home by the name of Chukwuemeka Abiyama. Whether the enemy's blessings or not, we are going home by the name of Chukwuemeka Abiyama. We are free. Whether the enemy likes it or not, freedom, we are going. Freedom in the name of Chukwuemeka. We are free. We are free in the name of Chukwuemeka. If you believe, say this with me. Chukwuemeka. When we have no bomb, you call us terrorists. When we have no gun, you are shooting us. When we move around the streets with our flag, the colors